Okay, I've wanted to talk about this for a while, but I didn't because I didn't actually think it was worth making a video on. And you know what? It probably still isn't, but screw it, I'm making it anyway. The amazing digital circus has a theory problem. Kind of. Now, let me preface this by saying I'm not making this to attack any theory makers in the community. It's what keeps it alive. You guys are awesome. This is purely meant to point out why I personally disagree with some of the theories I've seen popping up, all relating to one core issue. Now, what could I possibly be talking about? Well, after episode 3 came out, there was a merch drop as you would expect. However, there was one thing in the merch drop that stood out to a lot of people, that being the Checkmate's socks. It's 2 purple and pink pairs of socks from the store that has an abstracted design on them. Nothing out of the ordinary, you may be thinking, until you notice the pink socks match the color of Queenie's robe, who we know abstracted. So this is a neat little reference, whatever. But then people looked at the other pair and noticed it was purple, like Kinger's robe. And this is where everything went wrong. People started making whole theories based on Kinger abstracting, based on this merch piece as their backbone. Would it be poetic? Sure. May he still abstract? Sure. But making an entire theory based on just a merch drop? That seems kinda off. Here's my thing with this, right? It is a very nice point, but when used as supplementary evidence, basically if you're using it as an extra gotcha or supporting your main piece, then yeah, it works fine, no problems there. But basing an entire theory off one merch drop, using it as the core piece, the entire backbone of the theory, that's when I start to raise a few eyebrows. Is it really likely that Glitch would drop a huge hint towards a character death in a merch drop that most casual fans won't see and go out of their way to find outside of the show itself and then call it foreshadowing later? Probably not. Or at least I highly doubt it. Now, if this was the only case of this occurring, I might have just made this a short or something, maybe a community post. But, it's not. This is one of 3 cases I remember of this happening, with people using merch drops as evidence. The last one is one I think is actually merch evidence done well. Watch till the end for that one. The second instance of this happening is the most recent in the new digital apparel collection. If you go to the page of the Ragatha cardigan on the Glitch site, you will see this image. This woman wearing the shirt that has a ball of yarn on her head. But that's not what people were concerned with. It was the 2 plushies at the bottom. Jax has some yarn and Ragatha is on the other side entangled. Okay. People saw this and thought, aha, Jax will push Ragatha over the edge, leading to her abstracting. Now, Jax pushing Ragatha over the edge is a theory I personally believe, so no bias here. There's some evidence in the show that could lead to this being the case, and this adds to it in theory. See, my main problem is, how the hell did you get Ragatha abstracting because of Jax from her being entangled up in yarn? Jax bullying Ragatha is something we see in many other promotional material for the digital circus, like look at the character introduction for her. This one is hardly special. If this is a hint towards the theory being the case, they may have missed the mark a little. I thought it was pretty obvious this was meant to be a silly little joke, but hey, maybe I'm stupid and I missed something you guys didn't. Make sure to let me know it down in the comments if I did, because I really don't see it. This is the obligatory moment for me to say, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like and subscribe. I am doing a face reveal at 4K and it helps out a lot. Need more convincing? Look at this.
Skibidi Sigma Pomni, Digital Fortnite Chamba, Free Giga Chat Reese, Oh My God Flow, XXX Temptation, Hotmail, Lionel Ronaldo Jr., Mewin Tercero, Chiqui Bai, Chocas, ETC, Golden Toy Puppet, Ohio, Rubén Tuesta, YouTube, Pro Insano, Globo de Texto 51, Decadencia 777.
Okay, back to the video. This last one is a piece of evidence that I can actually get behind. It is for the Jax NPC theory. Theory I believed at first, but have come to be more skeptical about. My thoughts on this theory aren't important though. What is important is the merch. Yet again, specifically the pins. See, every human character's pin comes with a background card that shows us their room. Kinger doesn't count because he's in his pillow fort, which is basically his room anyway. All of the human characters except for Jax. Why would this be the case other than there being something important there, or him not having a room designated to him? You may be asking, why is this so different than the rest of the things I covered today? Well, it's for two reasons. First, this isn't like the others where it's just a merch thing on its own. This is part of a set, and it's very intentional, stark contrast to the rest of the pins, already giving this something more to stand on. Second is that this is supporting evidence. The theory stands on its own with or without this merch piece, and there are tons of other things that go toward it, such as Kane not willing to let other NPCs enter, which may suggest that something like that might have happened before. Jax is also upset at Kafumo's funeral, maybe upset because Gumigo didn't get one, because he's an NPC. And his attitude makes a lot more sense if he's like Kane and can't understand the way human emotions work. There's more to it than just this, but this is just a bonus add-on to make the theory work better, and that's why I think this works so much better than the rest. This is how you use merch drops as evidence for your theory. And that is all I have to say for this video. It's a little short, but I felt like getting it out there. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, as well as comment down below what you think about this merch evidence. I'd love to hear it. Finally, remember, this isn't meant to criticize anyone who does believe in the merge theories. I'm not a part of the show. I don't work on it. Your theory's as good as mine. I think that's all I gotta say about in terms of that, though. Have fun theorizing. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.